I need to go back and mention how I ended up in the hospital. My sister came into my parents' room at the time I asked her to wake me up. She saw me, called my name, noticed I didn't answer. She moved closer to the bed, saw that my eyes were open, glazed, and I had vomited. So there was puke all over the side of my face, on the bed, the floor. My sister at this time was like 9.5 years old. Okay? And she realizes that we need to call the hospital and get an ambulance to our house. She didn't touch me or didn't do anything because she didn't know if I was alive or not. She went next door to get help, and our neighbor lady just freaked out. She was useless. Nice lady, but absolutely useless in an emergency. So my sister comes home, makes the phone call. My mother was working at the hospital nearest our house, and that's where they took me. And so they told her about it, and she was waiting for me at the emergency room when I got there. Anyway, that's it. My 9.5-year-old sister found me, took care of things, and got me to the hospital, or got the ambulance to get me to the hospital. And that's how I ended up there. So it was basically what, about 30 hours after I got hit in the head, I finally went into a coma. I was one hard-headed Polak. I had to spend a week there so that they could give me EEGs on a daily basis. I think that's, I don't know, electroencephalocardiogram or something. I can't remember, but it's basically taking pictures of your brain. The nurses took a liking to me. One was from Tennessee, and in her sweet southern accent called me Brown Eyes. She'd always say, "Hey, Brown Eyes, how you doing today?" I also had access to the refrigerator freezer in the nurses' lounge, so I could eat an ice cream bar whenever I wanted. I mean, I was in the hospital, but I was like, I had a free pass. I was walking everywhere. I'd sit in the lounge and talk to the nurses. But while I appreciated the special treatment, every time I went back to my bed in the room and looked at the guy next to me, the kid next to me, reality hit. He had a patch over his eye because I understand he got poked in the eye with a stick and he lost it. Not the stick, the eye. He was about my age, maybe a little younger. Even at 11 years old, and having seen my dad blind, I couldn't imagine going through life with only one eye. After they released me, I felt great, normal, but I had to live with two repercussions from the injury. I needed to take an anti-seizure medication, Dilantin. I soon got used to taking the capsules. I took them for about 4 years. I never had another seizure, so I guess it was a good insurance policy. The second repercussion hurt me, not physically, but mentally and emotionally. A year after the injury, I figured enough time had passed so that I could play football again. I played quarterback. And when I looked at the other two candidates for the position, I knew I was the better player. I had a better arm, stronger arm, my accuracy was better. But when my mom consulted the head doctor, I don't know what they're called, he said no. I wanted to cry. My dream of being a star quarterback had vanished. And I couldn't understand the reason behind not allowing me to play because we wore helmets, thick helmets. I was told that the next solid hit could kill me or cause serious brain damage. To this day, I believe those were just scare tactics, but who knows? I'm no doctor. All I can say is that I hit my head hard 3 or 4 times by the time I graduated from high school, and I'm still here 52 years later.